It's time for Health Yes with the Genesee Health Plan. We're here today with Jim Milanowski, GHP President, and Gary Johnson, Medical Director. Thank you both for being here with us today.
Good morning.
Morning.
So we've been talking about this a lot in the news lately about vaping and how more kids are ending up in the hospital because of vaping-related illnesses. So what health effects does vaping have on children and young adults?
Well, first of all, vaping is when you inhale substances and you exhale substances. These are vapes, it's an aerosol through particular devices or e-cigarettes. So you said what are some of the symptoms? It could be cough, respiratory or pulmonary problems, breathing problems, shortness of breath, fever, some nausea, vomiting. We've even heard coughing up blood. So if you look at all the smoke that comes out of the nostrils of the mouth, you know, there could be some things in the lungs, the fluid, the liquid, and it could cause like we call lipoid pneumonia or pneumonias. So yeah, those are some of the things you worry about with vaping.
So that's not something we want our kids to have to deal with. So what can parents do to help kids with this problem?
Well, I think it depends upon the child, the kid. Parents should be honest, sit down with the child and say, vaping isn't good, it's harmful for all those particular reasons, even though that there could be pressure, peer pressure to vape. We know that just like with secondhand smoke, it can affect you. So one thing is to avoid the air that I just mentioned, that cloud of vapor. And also to have a lot of fresh air fresheners in, and don't be around someone vaping in a closed environment.
Parents have to be really careful because when I was a teenager many moons ago, you could smell the cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
You couldn't hide it very well from your parents. This you can hide. And so, you know, it's going to be really challenging for parents to even know that their kids are vaping. And really, like Dr. Johnson said, you need to have that conversation, that honesty between the parent and the child.
Yeah, a lot of times in these reports, parents say we didn't even know our kid was doing it.
Right.
Yep.
And even parents may think there's nothing wrong with vaping. And some of the parents may vape themselves. So we just have to educate not only the child, but the parent too, for the harmful effects of vaping.
So what resources are there available locally to help parents and the teens or young adults?
Well, there's different sheets I've given out at church and the medical community, the physicians, the hospitals. Also, there's information from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. There's flyers about it. Facebook, here, this segment, which reaches a number of people. So I think also the media will take up on it, and people should be reading about it, looking at it. And now, you know, with the national impact about prohibiting flavored e-cigarettes, as we did prohibiting flavored vaping products, it's all over.
Excellent. All right, so lots of local resources available, and we have so many more things to talk about with this topic too. We will be here live after the news at 9 is over, answering your questions live on Facebook. Thank you both for being here with us today. We'll continue that conversation in just a little bit.
Yeah.